everyone. I'm Donna Bush with your CID-TV News Brief on this Friday. We begin with news on the Program Board, a group of people responsible for the reopening plan. Deputy Governor, the Honourable Franz Manderson, explains.
The Program Board is made up of a cross-section of the public service. We have a number of chief officers, we have a number of CEOs of our statutory authorities, we have some of the deputies and the statutory authorities. And we came together to deliver a project, and that was to reopen the country safely to tourism. That has been our overwhelming priority, to reopen safely and to put us in a position where we don't have to shut down again. So that has been the major focus of the Program Board. And we have had to co-opt people from time to time. So there was a time when we were dealing with just evacuation flights. But when we then moved to welcoming tourists, we had to bring in our colleagues from the tourism department, our colleagues from Airports Authority, our colleagues from civil aviation, and of course engage with the private sector because they are our key partners in this. So we have been really focusing on engagement, but also focusing on giving the government the very best advice possible about how we reopen our country safely. So that is the responsibility and the main purpose of our Program Board. The government has said to us, please don't tell us that we are ready to reopen. We would like you to prove to us that you're reopening. We want to see that you have drilled down in the various key topics and key areas to make sure that we are ready for whatever happens. So for example, on our public health side, are we ready? Is our hospital systems ready? What is our bed capacity? What happens if our hospital becomes overwhelmed? What happens if we have large numbers of persons who are sick, don't necessarily require critical care, but they need oxygen? So what are we doing to make sure that we have the necessary oxygen supply? It's all of those things that we have been looking at. That then goes to, on the other spectrum, to tourism. Well, what happens if a tourist gets sick? What happens if a tourist needs to be flown out? What provisions are we putting in place to ensure that the Caymanian people is not burdened with hospital bills of our tourists? What procedures have we put in place to ensure that our hotels are ready in terms of the sanitation protocols? Our taxis are ready with sanitation protocols. What happens if we have a tourist arrive and is sick at the airport? All of those things we have had to really think through and make sure that we have policies and procedures in place to deal with those very real issues that could arise once we reopen.
Cayman Islands borders will reopen on November 20th. You can find out more online at gov.ky. Well, earlier this week, clients and officials from the Sunrise Adult Training Center and government celebrated 35 years of service to the community.
As current director, I just have so much hope and excitement for our future. And I'm grateful for all of the staff and clients that have poured their heart and soul into this place and into our department for the last 35 years. So we have a long legacy of so many people that have really contributed over the years, and community partners as well, employment partners as well. And so we just look forward to an excellent and bright future.
Voden also noted that in the past 35 years, there has been a transformation of attitudes towards people with special needs and disabilities. The Sunrise Centers started its integrated services and programs for adults with a broad range of special needs 35 years ago. Now, the center recently came under the remit of the Cayman Islands government's Ministry of Investment, Innovation and Social Development by providing vocational training, therapeutic services, case management services, and a recreational day program. The center aims to enable all of its clients to become empowered, productive, and fully included members of the community. Each day, dozens of clients go to the center, while 23 clients work in paid employment. The Honorable Minister Andre Ebanks extended his congratulations to the center and says it's Its director, Kimberly Voden, leads the center with enthusiasm, wisdom, and great compassion, and its staff are to be commended for their work and dedication. Turning to our Friday forecast, which calls for partly cloudy to cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers with possible thunder. Temperatures rose to the mid-80s today, while winds are from the east to northeast at 5 to 10 knots. Seas are smooth and light with wave heights of less than 2 feet. On this Friday night, we can expect partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and possible thunder. On Saturday, we can also expect partly cloudy to cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers as well. Temperatures will rise to the mid-80s on Saturday, while winds will be from the east to northeast at 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be smooth with light with wave heights of less than 2 feet. Now, the outlook is for light northeasterly winds and slight seas remaining through tomorrow morning before the winds become moderate and seas slight to moderate in wave height. Now, the synopsis calls for further decrease in cloudiness and showers, which are expected today as the residual moisture moves north out of our area. Satellite images show multi-level clouds with scattered thunderstorms over the Northwest Caribbean, with most of the shower activity occurring northwest of the Cayman Islands area. A reminder that you can find the latest on local weather online on their Facebook page. That's the Cayman Islands Weather Service. And this brings us to the end of today's news brief for today and this week here at CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a safe and wonderful weekend, and inviting you back here again on Tuesday after the Remembrance Day holiday. Have a good one.